What's going on, guys? This is your man TL Brown. So tonight for the vlog, I wanted to go ahead and really break down the story behind my album To You. You know, a lot of people give me a lot of compliments. You know, we love the production, we love the beats, the music, the words, you know, whatever. But a lot of people don't know exactly what To You is talking about from track, I don't know, 1 to 13. So there is a story there, and I'm going to explain that story to you guys tonight. Now, I promise that you're not going to go to sleep. So sit back, relax. I'm going to take you on a journey through the CD, let you guys see what the story is about. And you ready to get started? Me too. In 3, 2, 1, and... First track on the CD is called All I Need. And it really describes you being in a relationship for the first time. Think about it. You know, you're in a relationship for the first time, and man, this person is all you need. You know that, man, you go and run and tell your boys, Shorty was so hot. The first time I seen her, Shorty was just like, she was a dime piece. And the girls, y'all the same way. You run and tell your girl, oh my God, girl, he was this, he was that, and he was great, and oh my God, he's so wonderful, and blah, 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 blah. That's really what All I Need is talking about. It's the newness of the relationship. You know, girl, you're all I need. I don't need no proof to see it. You really haven't been with them long enough to really know, but this is the beginning. It's fresh, it's cool, and it's really new, and that's where All I Need is coming from. Second song on the CD is called Tell Me. Now, Tell Me is after All I Need because you've been in a relationship for a minute. You start to see what this person's about. So now you're like, wait a minute, you know, tell me what's going on, because they're starting to act weird. They're starting to show some of their true colors. As an old friend used to tell me, they started tying their shoes different. Tell Me is at the point in the relationship where you're like, you know what, I need you to tell me what's going on. I thought our relationship was strong based on the first song, All I Need. If you're not feeling this, then we need to let it go. So it's really delving into, you know, we started out so great, started out so fine, came together all the time, wine and dine twice a week. Tell Me is really delving into, once again, you know, tell me what the deal really is. Don't play games. So the third track on the CD is called Show Me, okay? Women love to pull this out, and I don't know how many Facebook statuses I've seen with this. Actions speak louder than words. That's really what Show Me is talking about. See, in Tell Me, you told me what I wanted to hear. Now I need you to show me what the deal really is. You say I'm all that you got. You say you love me a lot. You say you can't live without me, then why don't you show me? That's the hook. So it's really delving into, once again, show me what, you know, you say all this stuff, show me what the deal really is, okay? Alright, so the fourth track on the CD is called Storms. Even in relationships, as you guys mostly know, we all go through storms in relationships. You know, good, the bad parts. We had All I Need, Tell Me, Show Me. Now we're going through the storms because, well, you told me, and then I wanted you to show me. Well, obviously, you didn't follow through with what, you know, we said that we were going to do as far as showing me what you really feel. So we've come to this fork in the road where we're going to either make a decision to stay together or not. So the next song on the album is called Let Go of My Heart. Now, we all can admit in most cases that when we break up with somebody, what's the first thing that happens? You're a little bit depressed about it. You break up with that dude, you find out he's with that other girl, you get a little jealous. Fellas, oh man, we about ready to pull out the gun. Who is it? I want to find him. Not all the time, but most of the time you get a little bit jealous. This is the first song I've ever written that has an in-song prayer to God. You're praying to God that this depression is so deep inside of you. You want her to let go of your heart so bad that you're praying to God on your knees to take the burden away from you. Let go of my heart because I need that to happen for me to move on. So the next track is called Breathe Again, and this is one of my favorite tracks. Not only is it a track that I stepped outside of the R&B box on in the music department, and I went a little bit more rocky, a little bit more edgy. It's a real kind of rock song, a lot of electric guitars and stuff. But Breathe Again is a real important song because after Let Go of My Heart, and you prayed to God, God grants your prayer and lifts that burden, that depression off of you. You're over this woman, you're over this man, finally. That's why I love that song. It really just talks about, you know, moving on and it's okay to be alone because I can breathe again now. So, alright guys, so now that you can breathe again, ladies, fellas, what do? What do? You hit the club, bars, do your thing, you back out in the streets. You put on your freakum dress, pull out your stripper shoes, You hit the club, that new thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's what Love It is really talking about. Love It takes place on a Friday night. The club is jumping, looking around, trying to find me something. I want to dance, get in the groove. You know, I saw this fine dime piece across the way, and so on and so forth the song goes. So, you know, it's really talking about your average club night and how you see a woman and she is so fine and you just love the way she dance, how she moves like that. Look how she worked that body, how she do it like that. So, I mean, it's really, you know, it's club. It's dance to that. Alright, so the next song on the CD is called Like That. Now, at this point in the story, we're still in our single phase. You know, we're still in that I want to meet new people groove. So, Love It was on Friday night. Like That takes place Saturday night. Saturday night, stepping up in the club, getting loose, soft, some Grey Goose. I'm feeling good, right? We're talking about this woman or this guy that we met, swag, was on. You know, we like that. We like that. You know, at this point, Friday night you met somebody, Saturday night you met somebody. So two different people. What's gonna happen? Stay tuned. Next song on the album is called Love Two People. Now this song really follows the last two songs in that Friday night you met someone, Saturday night you met someone. Well, you want to kind of carry on a relationship with the both of them, but you can't love two people at the same time. So obviously, within the interim, there's been some feelings gathered for both parties, and now you gotta pretty much pick one. So the great thing about Love Two People is that it takes place over a phone call. And you call the girl or you call the guy, depending on how you're looking at it, and you basically tell them how you feel like an ass and how you're sorry that you did that to them, and you know, you realize you can't love two people at the same time. When I was with them, you were always there on my mind. I felt like I could not love you without wanting to do my thing. So the 10th track on the CD is I Need Your Love. And now that you've picked someone to be with from the Friday or Saturday night club ordeal that you went through, now you're starting to give your whole heart to that person. You know, you're like, you know what? I'm tired of games. I need your love right here with me. Give me a chance to be all that you need. Baby, I'm all yours now. So the next song is called Grateful. And Grateful's important to me because it really is for the woman. This song is straight up for the women, because how many women, and even you woman who's watching this video right now, when you were with a man or are with your man, sometimes you feel underappreciated. Sometimes you want him to say thank you. Baby, you're doing a great job. You want them to appreciate the things that you do, not only for them, but the things that you do to be you, you know? So Grateful is really talking about, it's straight dedicated to you, the ladies, not to the men. Sorry, fellas, whatever. Alright, so the last two tracks are two of my favorites, even though those aren't the tracks that I intend to pretty much be the biggest tracks on the album, but they really drive home to you. I wrote the song in two parts. A lot of guest musicians and artists come in on this. My close friend Kendita, Teflon, D-Trust, my good friend Mina. I had to write parts for 4 people. So it wasn't easy. It's 5 people actually. Loving Someone Part 1 talks about now that you've given your whole heart to this woman, you kind of want to marry her now. You know what? At this point, why not? Let's get married. I want to marry this girl. But what do we all do before we make a decision that's super big? We go to our mom or parents, and we go to our friends. So part 1, first I start out by going to my mother and asking her, what does she think about the marriage? She says there ain't nothing wrong with loving someone. That might be God's blessing in your life. I go to my best friend. He says, dog, ain't nothing wrong with loving someone. Shorty smart, shorty nice, shorty always looking right. So what do? I obviously decided to make the decision to marry her. Part 2 coming next. And the final song on the album is called Loving Someone Part 2. And I have her at dinner. Before she gets to talking about her day, I start proposing to her. I'm asking her to marry me, and she says, yes, I'll marry you. I'll marry you. And I'm like, marry me? She's like, yes, I'll marry you. Okay? Maybe we don't make it. Maybe we do. Who knows? Why would I write a CD called For Me? Stay tuned. But guys, thank you so much for coming with me on this video journey. It's been amazing. As always, this is your man TL Brown. Deuces.